Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is my pleasure to have chance and give presentation today. First of all, I would like to say thanks to for IFICAL committee who let me joining in the very interesting international Wordware conference on language and literature. So before we start, let me share my screen first so that you can just see my clear explanation here. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, so today I will share my research with you, and the title of my research is, as you can see here, Teaching Integrated Skills to Improve Students' Literacy Awareness by Using Videos and Engaging Technology. So this is the research that I've done with my partner in the university where I teach. Now, let me introduce myself to you here. Yeah, my name is Athiyah Salwa. I am from Semarang, and I am now teaching in Universitas Sains dan Teknologi Semarang, or it is also well known as Universitas STEKOM Semarang. So I will give these presentations for IVCO Polynema at September 18 and 19, 2020. Okay, yeah. Now, before we jump deep into my outline, let me ask you first three kind of questions as you can see on my video. So here is the descriptions of the skills, and also what are the questions. The first one, yeah, have you ever combined some skills in your teaching method? And the second one, if yes, what methods did you use? Okay, yeah. And the last one, what challenges did you face? So let me know your answer and your experience in the comment column. Okay. Have you already done with the answer and share your experience? Okay. If yes, let me introduce my outline of my presentation first. Yeah. The first one. Uh, I will be I will present my presentations, and I will divide it into four parts. The first one is the definitions and characteristic of integrated skills. And then the second one, I will give you some example of integrated skill instructions methods. And the third one, I would like to explain you about literacy, especially literacy in the 4.0 era. And then the last one, I would like to answer the result of my research. Okay, now we're going to the first part. That is, what is integrated skills? Yeah, so here I would like to give you some definitions of integrated skill. Integrated skills in short, who should we know? Yeah, okay, this one. Integrated skill instructions means, as you can see, the definitions on my screen below. Integrated skills means combining two or more skill in one activity or in one instructions. So in integrated skills, I mean, we can use language in real life context. We can use language as a means of communication, not merely an object of academic student that should achieve. So in contrast of integrated skill, we sometimes separate skills only in one skill at the first or at one activity or at one instruction. It is usually called as traditional approach. Yeah, and then this is the contour of integrated skill. Yeah, so one image of for teaching English as a second language. I'm sorry here. Yeah, like this. One image for teaching English as a second foreign language is that a tapestry. The tapestry is woven from many strands, such as characteristic of the teacher, the learner, the setting, and a relevant language. Okay. In addition to that other important strand exists in that tapestry, it is a practical sense. One of the most crucial ones strand is that for primary skill of listening, reading, speaking, and also writing. This strand also include associated or related skills such as knowledge of vocabulary, spelling, pronunciation. And this skill strand of the tapestry leads the optimal ESL or EFL communication when the skills are interwoven during instruction. So this is known as the integrated skill approach. And in this part, I would like to introduce you two kind of teaching approach. This one is segregated skills, yeah, in contrast to integrated skills. So what is the segregated skill? You can see the definition here. Yeah, in segregated skill approach, because this is the skill is taught only one skill at the same time, yeah. So in the segregated skill approach, the mastery of discrete language skills such as reading and speaking is seen as the key to successful learning, and the language learning is typically separate from content learning. Skill segregation is reflected in traditional ESL or EFL programs that offer classes that focus on segregated language skills. So here, uh, so in this segregated skill approach, usually language is isolated one to another. One skill is isolated one to into another. So why does this class exist, do you think? It is perhaps teachers and administrators think it is easier to present courses on writing diverse from speaking, or maybe or in listening is related form. They may believe that it is the instructional that is impossible to concentrate on more than one skill at a time. So the teachers sometimes only taught one skill at the same time and never responsible into other skill. So now let's come back to another approach that is integrated skills approach. Yeah, in the integrated skills interaction will lead students to learn language in the real context. Yeah, this one. In real life communication, it is automatically that we combine more than one skill to communicate and share our ideas. We use listening and speaking skill to be in the part of the conversation, or when we read a form, we answer by writing it, right? Yeah, this one. Okay, so we often use English as an object of the academic, but actually, it's important to make English as a means of communication, not an object of the academy. So the methods that which can be used in integrated skill are divided into two. The first one is content-based instructions, and the second one is task-based instructions. The two kind of methods are different because the content-based approach emphasizes learning content through language, as we can see in international class where teacher use English to explain mathematics, geography, maybe science or other subject. In content-based instruction, still, yeah, students practice all the language skills in highly integrated and communicative fashion while learning content as I already mentioned. And content-based language instruction is valuable at all levels proficiency, but nature of the content might differ by proficiency level. In the content-based instruction also, for beginners, the content often involves basic social and interpersonal communication skills. But past the beginning level, the content can become increasingly academic and complex. Yeah, this is for the content-based instruction. Whether in the task-based instructions, yeah, so we usually give task-based instruction as a mean to do the task by using English as a means to uh, share or communicate with others. Yeah, so in task-based interaction, this approach stress during tasks that require communicative language use. So in this method, students participate in communicative tasks. Yeah, and tasks itself are defined as activities that can stand alone as fundamental unit and that require comprehending, choosing, manipulating, or interpreting in authentic language, while attention is paid to meaning rather than in form. So it is important to make English when we teach English as a second language that please don't focus only on the form but rather than in the meaning. Yeah, okay. So this is the difference between segregated skills and integrated skills. Now we'll move into the language skills itself. So as we already known about the language skills, this one, I will give you some glance information about this language skill. Yeah, this is the pictures of a kind of language skill. Yeah, the first one is the receptive skill in the spoken area, that is listening. In the first time when we were a baby, so the first skill to be receptive is the listening, and the product of it is speaking skill. And then in the written area, the receptive skills is reading, and the product of it is the writing skill. So I will give you some example. How can we combine these skills into our classes, into some activities that can be applied in our class? For example, here I'm combine listening and writing. Yeah. So at the beginning of a theme in one topic, I usually give listening skill. Yeah. Listening skill that can be combined with writing skill. For example, here, students usually are asked to listen to my explanations and I ask them to write the points. Yeah, what is the point of my explanation? Please write down in your note. Or sometimes if students feel exhausted and he wants more entertaining media, I will play a song in my speaker and then I ask students to write the lyric of it. Or also, yeah, in a higher proficiency level, such as in the TOEFL or TOEIC class, I usually play short talk or long talk, and also my students should answer the question as presented in question paper. Here is my experience that I usually do in my classes. Another combination of the skills I have reading and writing. Yeah, this one. Yeah, okay, here, reading and writing. What what did I do to my class when I combined reading and writing? Yeah, this is actually traditional method by which I ask students to do the instruction. For example, student read the text and then please answer my questions in your book. Or sometimes you can use short story or an article as and also I ask them to please write down the main idea or the simplest thing or the easiest thing is that uh, I also ask students to read a schedule, for example, a bus schedule or movie schedule, and then I prepare one sentence, and then please match the schedule with the sentences here. Yeah, just like that. This is the combination of reading and writing skills into one instructions. Okay, another combination I've done is that I also combine between the listening and speaking skills. Yeah, this is all of the spoken area. The first one, I use listen and repeat. For example, when we teaching kindergarten or elementary school children, it is fun to combine between both. Yeah. Okay, student, please listen to my sentence and then repeat what I said. Or also, they can use listen and also answer. Student, please listen to my sentence, my instructions, and then please answer in short. Now, this is funnier activity and instruction for them, especially in the low proficiency level. Yeah. But you can apply some examples I already mentioned, yeah, to make your class more fun. Of course, if the pandemic COVID-19 already over, yeah, this one. Now we are going to uh, the relationship. After all, describing all combinations, and then we come to the question. So, what are the benefits of combining those skills in one activity? So here, I would like to give you some advantages of teaching integrated skill. Okay, this one. Yeah, so the integrated skill approach as contrasted with purely segregated approach exposes English learners to authentic language and challenges them to interact naturally in the language. Yeah, okay, sorry, here. Okay, and also uh, this method gain a true picture of the richness of the complexity of the English language as employed for communication. And moreover, this approach stresses that English is not just an object of academic nor merely a key to passing examination. Instead, English becomes a real means of interaction and sharing among people. And the most importantly is that the integrated skill approach, whether found in content-based or task-based language in classroom or some hybrid form, can be very highly motivating to students of all ages and background. Yeah. Okay, this is the advantages. Yeah, you can see. So I would like to give you some one picture. So you can see here. So childrens are reading books. Yeah. So we know this activity, and today this is very popular in our education environment, and we usually call it as literacy program. Yeah. And then how can we link integrated skill instructions into the literacy program? Here, yeah. How can integrated skills instruction connect to literacy? So we come to the definition of the literacy itself first. Yeah, literacy is the ability to read and write. It is the ability to read and write which makes a person literate. Yeah, with varying degrees of fluency, of course. So here, literacy refers to only reading, or sometimes both reading and writing. Or you can combine for skill also. They are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So in a simple sentence, you can say that being literate means you are able to read and also write. Yeah. But not only that, today we should combine being able to read and write with so many obstacles and also challenges. For example, in the digital and media era. But literacy also is a social construction, and being literate means having the ability to produce, interpret, and understand language information to be seen or experienced appropriately for these different social contexts. And we usually point literacy as one of the key educational objectives and compulsory school. And moreover, the level of skill, I mean reading and writing, to cope with adult life can be said as a functional literacy. So so yeah, this one. But the level skill in reading and writing, yeah, in order to cope with adult life, of course, is different as functional literacy. So we can use our literacy ability, for example, reading and writing also in this uh, era, digital literacy, yeah, informational literacy as a means to cope with the adult life. And what about literacy in industry era or industry 4.0? Yeah, this one. Yeah, literacy now dominates the English curriculum. Yeah, but the constant, of course, lost equilibrium between the whole part. Yeah, so Industrial Revolution 4.0 is currently the prevalent term, and the revolution is initiated by the advancement of technology in many aspects of life. Education is a medium to facilitate the advancement of skill and build strong men. So it is also necessary to improve personal competence and leadership to be actively involved in the revolution. Yeah, the key word to understand and to cope with the industrial revolution. So literacy is important to be integrated into class activity. Yeah, you can see here. So students are using a computer tablet to learn something. Yeah, so literacy very important to be integrated into class activity. Yeah, as early as possible in one's education. And now, new literacy concepts should be considered an integral part of humans' development, so they will be more aware of the challenges. Yeah, but students can improve literacy in era 4.0. This one. Yeah, and also reading is not something that grows automatically, but reading interest is planted, yeah, grown and developed from an early age. Based on the opinion, participation from various parties is needed starting from the school, environment, community also, government, and most importantly, in the family and environment. And literacy is also kind of technology which needs a means of production, both physical in the sense that we need a tool to write with pen, for example, material on which we to write, and social that recognize alphabet and a way of transmitting the knowledge required to manipulate it. So this is very important for students to know about the literacy, especially in digital information, data informations, yeah, digital literacy, data literacy. I would like to explain you and mention some kind of literacy in the 4.0 era. There are sterling kind of literacy for the digital ages. As you can see the pictures on your screen here, I would like to mention, yeah, when we think of literacy, we usually think of the ability to read and write. However, the understanding of the literacy that we possess is often curtailed by our educational experience. So those of us in the field of education, yeah, there are numerous typical of literacy. Yeah, I would like to explain you one by one. The first one is digital literacy. As you can see here, what is the digital literacy? It encompasses a wide range of skill. Yeah, so all of which necessary to be succeeded in the digital world. As print mediums begin to die out, the ability to comprehend information on online becomes more and more important. Yeah, students who lack digital literacy skill might find themselves should master these later. And then we move to the global literacy here. What is global literacy mean? This is the ability to understand and appreciate the parallels and differences between customs, values, and beliefs. So it means that's global. So we should uh, understand about the multicultural also. Yeah. So we move to the data or information literacy. What about this? Yeah, this is a transformational process described by where the learner needs to find, understand, evaluate, and use information in various forms for their own personal gain. So this also includes personal, social, and global purpose. And this one is civic literacy. What is this? This is knowledge on how to actively participate and effect change in the local community and society. So how we have the role in our society. Yeah. Okay, this one. Traditional literacy, this one, yeah, you can see. What is this? This is what a child knows about communications, reading and writing before they learn to read and write. Yeah, this is very traditional as our when we were a kid. Yeah. And we come to the critical literacy. This is a collection of disposition and skills that cultivate innovative teaching, critical thinking, and active inquiry. Critical literacy assists students in thinking critically about the things that they read, yeah, instead of just browsing the surface. Okay. Next, we come to the media literacy. What is this? Yeah, according to the National Association for Media Literacy Education, media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, create, and also using all form of communication. So it means also anything from interpreting emojis to understanding and underlying messages in online advertisement to producing viral video content and recognizing native advertising. Also, what about economic literacy? Yeah, here, economic literacy is about understanding the force that shape all of our lives and the role that we play in the world around us. Yeah, and this one come to the historical literacy. Yeah, historical literacy is an ongoing practice of digging into history from multiple perspectives. Yeah. So here we jump into the health literacy. The high literacy means the degree to which individuals have the capacity to obtain and process and also understand basic health information and services needed to make appropriate health decisions. Very important for us, especially when we face pandemic era like now. We should aware on our health conditions, right? Yeah. Now we move to the tool literacy. Yeah, this is a reading program that use different reading method, how to operate something, how I can use this tool, and so on. And the last one, we move to the visual literacy. Yeah, this is independent activities that cultivate positive attitude, interest, and also literacy habit. Okay. That there are 13 kind of literacy in the digital era. Now we move to the, can we combine integrated skill, literacy, and technology during COVID-19 crisis class? What should we do? Okay, I would like to share my design when I do my classes with three kind of term. Yeah, the first one, I already designed my classes using those kind of integrated instruction, so literacy term and using technology. So to examine how effective my method, I gave them a pre-test. Yeah, during the pandemic era, all of the class activity moved into an online system. That's why I created some question by using this one, by using Google Form and share the link to the group. In this case, I already use a WhatsApp group. And the benefit of using Google Documents is that I can see automatically student scores and their statistical analysis. Yeah, okay. So after I give them the pre-test, yeah, in this first activity, two skills are engaged and bound together. They are the first one, reading skills, and the second one is writing skill. So after giving them the test, yeah, after giving them the test, I started to give them some materials, yeah, about the Recount Text, yeah. In the past, I used this one to give my materials and my explanation in the PowerPoint. So I use this one, yeah, PowerPoint, and then I share my explanations and my materials in the Zoom meeting. In the second meeting, I explained the material via the Zoom meeting. Because of the limited time, I also give additional materials and send them to the WhatsApp group to add some insight about what they should do. In this case, I use task-based instructions to students so that they can finish a task and a project by using English as a means to do that, not as an object of academic. Yeah. So during the Zoom meeting, my student listened to my explanation and also asked me some question. And in this activity, the students gain two kind of the skills. They are listening and also speaking skill. Okay, you can see here. Yeah, in the first type that I explained already, students explore their information. I mean, student interpret the informations, yeah, and in the process of understanding, and this is called information literacy. And also, in the process of absorbing and understanding knowledge, you can see here as traditional literacy. And it is tries to achieve, that is, they can read, understand a text, and also produce it into a note or writing ability. What I do next, yeah? In the next step, in the next meeting, yeah, I give them a task that should be done in a group. Yeah. In my class, I asked them to create a Recount Text video, and to finish the task, they should understand the generic structure of the Recount Text. So in my class, I teach them about the material about Recount Text and make every time. So what should they do? The first, to finish the task, they should understand the generic structure of Recount Text, make every context on their own, and transfer the text into a piece of video. The instruction should be finished in a group consisting of 3 students. Yeah. So, of course, it forced them to know how to use digital equipment such as camera, handycam, and not to mention how to edit the video, yeah, the words. So they should put the captions, yeah, on the video, yeah. Also, they should edit it into interesting and entertaining video. So all of the task is done through social distancing during online class, yeah. So they discussed in a WhatsApp group to create the video within the caption in the form of recount text. Yeah, this one. So in this process, so many literacy awareness they've done unconsciously. So the first one is I discovered several literacy. Yeah, the first one is digital literacy, and the second one they also gain media literacy, also visual or recreational literacy, and also they do critical literacy, yeah, how to work in a group, and also global literacy, yeah. And of course on all of that, they build social skills, yeah, while doing the task in a group. Okay, so this one. So in the end, the video is played in the class. So other students, it is an in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, other students can give the comment on the video that the friends already send it to the groups. Yeah, and then other friends will comment, and then we'll give some revision if there are any. Okay, this one. And after all of the sequence of learning process, students can change from traditional literacy into digital and visual literacy. And they change traditional learning from a textbook into online materials, that can be accessed via computer, via internet, or simply from their smartphone. And by using videos project, they feel more confident and fun to learn and understand a text. Because in the past we know that learning a text seems to be boring for them, yeah. And also audiovisual media can be used as a means to diverse and transfer knowledge during the COVID-19 crisis classes, yeah. This also enhance the ability to develop listening, writing, and also speaking skill, yeah. And student forced to gain reading skill ability in understanding the text and discover the meaning and learning to achieve the goals of the learning by themselves. So what is the result of all this activity? The first one, I'll give you I give them a post test, yeah. And what is the result? Better score on the post test, yeah. Student can achieve better score on the post test. Also, I ask them, what do you feel about the class? And student feel, yes, I feel more confident, miss. This is very interesting task, miss, yeah. And also, and they told me that they want to understand more topic and make another project as already done in the Recount Text topic. Also, it also enhances student creativity, especially when they edit the video. How they work together can gain more social skill ability. And the last one, the most important thing is that the language skills and literacy awareness are achieved better. Yeah, yeah, you can see here. Yeah, so this is what I've done in my research in my classes. So I hope that this is very useful for you and you can apply the same kind of my teaching method in your classes. Yeah, here. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, if you want to comment on my presentations and share your experience, please comment to the column below. Thank you very much. See you again on the next chance. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will start the screen.